Every week, the Premier League reminds us why it's the most unpredictable football league in the world. Just when you think you've seen it all, something even crazier happens. A teenage hero scoring in stoppage time, a title contender rising to the top, a record-breaking goal, or a dramatic VAR twist that flips everything on its head. This week was no different. From stunning last-minute winners to emotional milestones and shocking upsets, Match Week 7 delivered pure football chaos. So grab your headphones and settle in, because we're counting down the top 5 craziest Premier League moments this week. And don't forget, which moment shocked you the most? Vote down below in the comments. Number 5, Chelsea's 95th minute winner by Estevao. At number 5, we start with a moment that sent Stamford Bridge into total pandemonium. It was the dying seconds of Chelsea's clash with Liverpool. The scoreline was locked at 1-1, both sides trading blows all evening. Moises Caicedo had opened the scoring for Chelsea with a thunderous strike in the first half, before Liverpool's Cody Gakpo equalized, setting up a frantic finale. Then, in the 95th minute, 17-year-old Estevao Willian, Chelsea's Brazilian wonder kid, found himself at the right place at the right time. Marco Cucurella's low cross zipped through the box, and Estevao coolly slotted it home, sending the fans into delirium. The celebration was wild. Enzo Maresca sprinted down the touchline, fists pumping, roaring toward the crowd. So much so that the referee booked him for over-celebrating. Social media exploded within seconds, calling it the arrival of Estevao. Even neutral fans had to admit this was football at its finest. That single goal not only sealed a dramatic win, but also handed Liverpool their 3rd straight defeat across all competitions. For a Chelsea side that's been rebuilding, this moment felt like a new dawn. And for the teenager Estevao, it was the moment he went from promising prospect to Premier League headline. Number 4, Bukayo Saka's 200th appearance, and Arsenal go top. At number 4, we head to the Emirates, where Bukayo Saka achieved something remarkable. Arsenal's 2-0 win over West Ham wasn't just another routine victory, it was a night of milestones and emotion. This was Saka's 200th Premier League appearance, and he celebrated in style by bearing a penalty that sent the crowd into a frenzy. At just 24 years old, Saka became one of the youngest players to reach 200 top-flight games, and to mark it with a goal felt like a movie script moment. But the story didn't end there. Declan Rice, once West Ham's captain and homegrown star, doubled Arsenal's lead with a brilliant strike against his former club. You could see the mixed emotions in his celebration, a muted fist pump, a quiet smile, and respectful applause from both sets of fans. That goal was poetic justice. The player who once carried West Ham now solidifying Arsenal's title ambitions. To make things even sweeter, the win pushed Arsenal to the top of the Premier League table after Liverpool's loss at Stamford Bridge. However, there was one cloud in the celebration: Martin Odegaard's injury scare, which forced Mikel Arteta to reshuffle his midfield mid-game. Still, Arsenal's composure, dominance, and unity were clear signs that this squad is maturing into a genuine title favorite. And as for Saka, 200 games in, and he's still getting better every week. Number 3. Tottenham breaks Leeds' home fortress via Mohamed Kudus. 3rd place comes one of the week's biggest shocks. Leeds United's 23-match unbeaten home run finally came to an end, and it was Tottenham Hotspur who broke the streak. Leeds had turned Ellen Road into a fortress since their return to the Premier League, but on this day, Spurs arrived with a plan and a spark named Mohamed Kudus. Kudus, who's been gradually finding his rhythm under Tottenham's new manager Thomas Frank, delivered a performance that had fans and pundits raving. He assisted the opening goal with a clever through ball, and then, in the second half, sealed the win himself with a curling shot that deflected past the Leeds keeper. It wasn't just the goals, but it was the swagger, the control, the way Kudus seemed to glide past defenders. For Leeds fans, it was heartbreak. The noise at Elland Road faded to stunned silence as the final whistle blew. For Tottenham supporters, it was joy and relief, the team finally showing that killer instinct away from home. This result didn't just end a streak, it reignited belief that Spurs could still compete for a European spot this season. And for Kudus, it was a breakout statement, a reminder that sometimes one performance can change a player's narrative completely. Number 2. Manchester United's VAR reversal and Sesko's strike versus Sunderland. Sliding into number 2, we move to Old Trafford, the theater of dreams, and this week, the stage for yet another dramatic story. Manchester United's 2-0 win over Sunderland might look routine on paper, but the match was anything but calm. From kickoff, United looked determined to silence critics. Mason Mount scored his first goal of the season early, settling nerves and setting the tempo. Then new signing Benjamin Šeško struck again with a composed finish, giving United breathing room. But the real drama came just before halftime. Sunderland were awarded a penalty after a soft challenge in the box, and for a brief moment, it looked like United's familiar defensive frailties would return to haunt them. The referee pointed to the spot. Fans groaned, but then VAR intervened. After a long, tense check, the decision was overturned. The penalty was wiped away, and Old Trafford erupted in relief. That one reversal changed everything. Sunderland lost momentum, United grew in confidence, and from that point, the result never looked in doubt. For Erik ten Hag, this match was more than just 3 points. It was about control and resilience. The VR call may have been controversial, but it symbolized a turning point in their season. United's defense held firm, the midfield clicked, and the fans finally saw glimpses of the aggressive football they've been demanding. The headlines called it relief at Old Trafford, and it's easy to see why. Sometimes it's not the prettiest wins that matter, it's the ones that rebuild belief. Number 1, Haaland's early strike and Manchester City's narrow escape. And at number 1, we finish with the reigning champions, Manchester City, who once again proved that dominance sometimes looks like survival. City's 1-0 win over Brentford might not sound spectacular, but in context, it was pure Premier League intensity. Erling Haaland opened the scoring just 9 minutes into the match, taking his tally to 18 goals already this season. A clinical finish, trademark Haaland, 1 touch, 1 goal. But what made this game crazy was everything that followed. Brentford refused to roll over. They pressed relentlessly, hit the post twice, and forced Gianluigi Donnarumma into multiple world-class saves. At one point, Pep Guardiola looked genuinely nervous on the sideline. A rare sight. City's rhythm faltered when Rodri limped off injured, and suddenly they were clinging on. The champions of England found themselves defending deep, clearing crosses, and running down the clock. When the final whistle finally blew, there was more relief than celebration. Haaland's early strike had saved them, but Brentford's second-half dominance reminded everyone that no team, not even City, is invincible. Yet, as always, City found a way to win. That's what makes them champions. Their ability to grind out results, even on off days, is what separates them from the rest. And once again, Haaland's consistency stole the spotlight. 50 Premier League goals in record time. Whether you love him or hate him, he's rewriting the book on what it means to be a modern striker. And there you have it. This week's top 5 craziest Premier League moments. From Estevo's stunning winner to Saka's milestone, Kudu's breakout, United's VAR twist, and Haaland's relentless brilliance, this league never fails to deliver drama. Every week is a new story, a new hero, and a new heartbreak. Now it's your turn. Which moment blew your mind the most? Was it Chelsea's last gasp winner, Arsenal's dominance, or Haaland's unstoppable run? Let me know in the comments, and I'll feature some of your votes in next week's roundup. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more weekly Premier League chaos, and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment. The next round of madness is only a kickoff away, and you won't want to miss it. Until next time, keep your eyes on the pitch, your heart in the game. And remember, in the Premier League, anything can happen.